Hello, everyone. Welcome to this self conscious community. My name is Ines K, and welcome to my channel. As I'm new, please support me, subscribe to my channel, and click on the like button. Today, the subject is going to be about being raised by an abusive single mother. What I'm going to talk about is very not easy to talk because right now I am on a journey of a healing process. I am healing. It took me over almost 30 years to be able to walk out of my family. And I know for a lot of people is seen as not being normal, but a lot of things are happening in a lot of households. Okay, people don't want to talk about because again we are forced through media and movies, which are called fairy tale, to act like having a family, having a perfect family, that's the way it's supposed to be. But hold on a minute, last time I checked, there's a lot of abusive and a lot of parents that have killed their children, that have abused their children. Some of them are in prison right now. Some of them don't even have no remorse. Okay, so again, when I say blood is thicker than water, fuck this shit. Okay, I have to be real honest with you. That's really get on my nerves when people are like, oh, family, everything. Yes, when you come from a healthy family, this is when you can say this. You can say stuff like blood is thicker than water. Okay? Right. So what I wanted to say, it took me years and years and years and years to actually figure out what was going on. This family dynamic has caused me to be depressed since the age of my early teens. Okay, my early teens, obviously in an African household, they don't know what is depression is. Depression is for the white man. Okay, that's how we are being brainwashed. Depression is for white people, it's not for black people, which I find is a lot it's just bullshit. Depression is for it doesn't matter what race you are, everyone has that. Okay, everyone can go through that. It's all about your mental state, and guess what, everyone has a brain, no matter what race you are. So my issue is being gaslighted by my mother since the age of 10. Oh no, even earlier than that. No, 11. This is when I knew my mom was not. She could have. Okay, well, I have a mixed feeling about her because for some reason I do love her, but at the same time I despise her. And obviously I walked out the house after living in California, and my own mother has really destroyed my self-esteem, and she has done it on purpose because of her own deeper issue. Okay, and this thing has been going on and on and on and on and on and on. My own mother was, she could be like happy, and the next 2 hours she'll be like just telling you like how disgusting you are, how dirty you are. And that was really confusing because you're thinking like, what does that do to a child? Okay, to the mental of a child. Okay, it does is what it does is like, moms give me love but moms hate me at the same time. It's very confusing, and now you start growing up having mental issue yourself because you're now not trustworthy. Just the fact that my dad has sexually abused me when I was a child was already hard enough to deal with. But at the same time, it has created sort of confusion in me because I was like, my dad said that it was a normal thing, and my dad said he loved me, and my dad said it was a secret, and then it was important for me to learn. So during my childhood, I was thinking that was normal. I was still calling my dad and say that I miss him, but I was not why he was not at home, and I wanted to come him to come back. But I had this deeper thinking inside me telling me why he's done. He's not normal, because at the same time I felt used, I felt dirty, I felt something that was not right. But at the same time, because he has told me that he was, you know, he loved me, cared about me, and all that, it was a normal thing to just be okay with that. But this thing, right, when you try to forget, it never goes away. And I grew up having this in my mind and having the same flashback. And I'm telling myself, I'm just going to die with it. I'm just going to go on. I'm just going to just keep it this secret until I fucking die, because I don't want to make my dad look bad. I don't want my mom to be embarrassed. And I just want to keep it. And that's fine to me. Okay. My mother always suppressed me when I tried to express my talent. For example, I remember at 11 years old, and at 11 years old, when she tried, we went on holiday, and on in south of France. We went on holiday with a group of people. Okay, there was a group of people, like maybe 50, in a huge castle right in south of France. There was a swimming pool. It was amazing. It was great. The thing is, that day I was, what, 11, and I remember being very creative with my outfit, doing stuff, making, putting things together. And in the morning, I was very ready to, people will say to me, oh, your daughter is a star, she would like to, she's really out there. But at the same time, I'm a Leo, and it's understandable if people understand star sign. That's when really started happening. At 11, I was started being creative, being into, being very, you know, opening my, okay, opening, being open, being really, how can I put that? Just being exploring, really exploring. When you're a child, you really like to explore things, and you kind of trying to now to discover who you really are and what you really like. And yeah, at 11, I was doing, I was being creative, and I was really into fashion. I would just do stuff. And my mom, I remember this morning when I woke up and I started getting ready. I was late, okay? Everyone was already eating, but it was not really late. It was like maybe 5 minutes late. And I put my outfit together, make myself look nice, okay? And I was just 11. Just make myself look nice in the morning for breakfast. That's typical Leo, right? And I was just 11, but that's just something that was already in me, okay? And everyone's like, wow, Ines, oh, Michael Jackson, oh yeah, she's like Janet Jackson. Oh, she's so, I like the way she dressed today. And people were just impressed because they liked it. And my mom gave me the most dirty, most evil looks I could never imagine. I never understood that. This thing has confused me really deeply that at my age right now, I still have it perfectly in my mind. The evil look she gave to me just because other people liked my outfit. She, after we finished because obviously my mother didn't want other people to notice that she was looking at me in a really evil way. So when they would look at her, she would just smile and laugh, and then she would give me the dirty looks. That can be very that was very, it would trigger me to the point that I was almost dying inside because I was like, she's gonna fuck me up. And she did. Guess what? She did. We went to the room. I went to the room and I knew I needed to change because she didn't like it. Went to the room, and what she did, she grabbed me. She slapped me across my face, telling me to take this shit off. Take your clothes off, you're embarrassing. You make me look bad. You think you're a star. Who the fuck do you think you are? It's morning, it's breakfast. You don't need attention. And I was just a child. This is how shocking it is. And to me, I felt so hurt. I literally cried. But guess what? Crying for my mother does not mean nothing. She'll beat you. She'll beat you up even more. So I will hide my face and I go to the toilet. I would just cry and then come out like nothing. That really, really built me up to be a very strong woman today. Because today I do not show my emotion to nobody like that. There's no way unless you really know me. And this has been going on and on and on and on for years. My mother, I never knew. I started asking myself question. The fact that when you a child and you thinking, the question that I used to ask myself, because I have it so clearly, because these to me are trauma or traumatic events that are kept in my mind and I cannot forget by it. This is what I'm saying to all of you guys. When you have kids, it's really crucial that you make sure you do not hurt them with your words because it's going to get back to you years later. Trust me. And then that's why you have a lot of parents that do not communicate with the kids. They have literally estranged kids. Their kids had grown up and they didn't even look back. They said, okay, mom, see you. And they never came back. Okay, dad, see you. They never came back. And these parents are wondering why. My kids never call me back. My kids really rarely call me back. Some of them don't even never come back. This is how bad it is, guys. Because they were thinking, they kept everything inside and they knew the day they will turn 18 or 19 or 20, whatever, they will leave, and that will leave for good. Because the people that were supposed to protect you, to love you unconditionally, they failed. They really failed. And that's sad though. This is what happened. And the fact, not just that, it's just too much. I'm just thinking how strong I am. Because after everything my mother have done to me, I have survived. Because There's so many days where I could have committed suicide. But I didn't. You understand? I didn't. Something at the back of my head was telling me no. And plus, on top of it, this African mother, they have kids, but then they want to put the blame on you. Why they suffering in life? Why is it your fault? And I heard that all my childhood. All my childhood, all I've heard. Not even being validated for the gift that I have. Plus, on top of this, I was an overweight kid. I was called fat by my cousins or my sister. Or my mom would call me, hey, you're overweight, you're too big. Or she wouldn't even buy clothes, she'd buy for my sister because they were slim. On top of this, also, on top of that, she gaslight me. Okay? Me kept keeping a secret for being by the fact that I've been sexually abused by my father. Keep it inside. And she don't even know, but she abused me almost all the time with her words and threatening us to kill us because she is tired of us. Put poison in our food and kill herself. So I guess she might avoid prison jail time. This is a traumatic experience, guys. Is I have a lot to say. Today I have walked out of this life. I do not talk to none of my siblings, none of my mom, and this is recently because she literally continued to disrespect me until this age of 29 after so many chances I gave it to her. So many chances, so many chances. I was like, okay, I forgive her, she's my mother. But there's no such a thing of that no more. Not at my age. And this one I said, no. Cut off contact. That's it. New life. But anyway, there's more story to it. I'm going to talk about now. Thank you very much for listening to me. And also subscribe to my channel and click the like button. And we'll talk about being raised by an abusive mother part 2. Thank you very much. Bye.